Today's video, I'm going to show you how to make some cool photo word art so you can use for various things in your classroom. You could even have your students do this if you want it as a project to help with vocab or any other place they might need to make a word and you want it to be a little more creative. So it's going to look kind of like you see on the screen here, and I've got a couple examples if I click through. So you can see there are several ways to do this. So let me escape out of that, and I'm going to kind of show you how to do this. So first, you're going to want to open Google Slides. That's actually where we're going to make these. And so if you open, I've got Google Slides here. I'm going to open a new slide, and you're going to delete out the text boxes. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Insert and hit Word Art. So then you're going to type whatever you want in there. I like to do it as caps. So let's say I'm going to put my name in. And from there, you're going to kind of stretch this and get it to the size you want. Now, I cheated a little bit. Let's go back here. Because I already have this at a smaller size. So let's go, yeah, see, I already have this set up as a smaller size. So let me go, so see how that fits really nicely in there? We need to set up to that. So let's go to a new presentation. So we're going to have a much bigger slide to start with. So again, we're going to go through that and delete this stuff out. You're going to go to Insert, and this works out too because you get to see everything another time. We're going to put my name in, and I'm going to stretch this out however I want so it kind of is the size I want. And we're going to go into the font size. You have to pick the Zilla Slab Highlight. Now when you first do this, you're probably not going to have that, so you're going to need to go to More Fonts, type in Zilla, and then it's going to be there and you'll be able to add it. So once you do that, I'm going to change it, and it's going to look like this. And then I like to bold it because see how it made the letters fatter? You want those little fatter letters. That way your photo really comes out. So again, I'm adjusting this, and let's say I really like it like that. So if it takes up the whole thing, then that's fine. You're good to go. But see how on this I have all this empty space here, and I have empty space here, and then there's not much on the sides. So we're going to look, and my word itself is probably around 4 inches. So I'm going to cut by hitting Control X or going up here and hit cut. And then I'm going to go down and to page setup, and I'm going to change this to custom. And I'm going to make that 10 by 4, and I'm going to hit apply. And now that changed this board, and when I put this back in, and let me scroll out here a little bit. Let me zoom out of this a little bit. So then you can see so you can kind of see here that you have a much smaller box. So if I line this up, and then if I come up here and I really want to make things easier, you can make that transparent. And so now I can really see, you know, what I've got, and that you can see there's not going to be a ton of space left. Now the next thing I like to do is, because then this will help with a border later, I go in and put a dash and 2 spaces, and then 2 spaces and a dash, and see how that stretched that out a little bit. And then I really can line this up inside there, and I'll show you why that's important here in a little bit. And then the red lines are when you've centered it, so now it's centered that way and centered that way. So now that's completely centered inside of my box there. So next I need an image. So lots of ways you can do this. You can go to insert image and you can either upload one or find one on the web. So I'm going to search the web, and let's make my background image a moonlight. So I find one. So I like this one, I think. So we're going to go with that. So I drag it over here, and it's going to insert it. So one of the things I like to do once I insert it is if you go to Format, you can right click and hit Format Options and then go to Adjustments. And I turn that transparency up. That way I'm able to see what I'm doing here. I can actually see where my letters are. So I'm going to make this a little bigger. And then I'm going to, move it around. And maybe we're going to stretch it this way. I don't want to stretch that moon, so I'm just going to make this overall a little bigger. Maybe I bring it down a little, just like that. And so now I can drop that transparency back down. And then if I right click on the image again and I hit order and send backward, then it's going to be behind my lettering. So then if I go click on my word and I fill it back in, let's do white. Now you can see where it has cut that off. So I also don't want this extra hanging out, so if I double click, see how this is blue? I double click, now it becomes black. That just gives me my cropping tool, and I can go ahead and drag these back up here to where I do not want them. And hit enter, and it'll kind of cut that off of there. So at this point, then I could, maybe I want a different color, so maybe I want that background to be purple, and that looks kind of nice because of the dark. And the other thing you can do, now this is where we put these in, because I can click on this and I can change the outline to white. And so we don't want to see, there's like a border here and we don't want to see it. But if you look up here in our preview, if we go to a slideshow, see, you don't see it. We just have this and then we have that. Now the other thing that is kind of neat and you can do, if I go in here to insert image, and this time I'm going to upload from the computer, and we will go, this will be fine right here. So we take this image and we again go back to this. We're going to take our color back off, make that transparent so we can see what we're doing. So I'm going to, and then we go to Format Options and we make this transparent so we can see where it's at. I'm going to, that size is about right, so we're just going to make this just a hair bigger. And then we're going to stick that, maybe we're going to take that over here to the A. And we're going to move it around so we can get it where we like it. And we're going to say right there would be perfect. So then we're going to drop that transparency back down, and then we're going to push it back by going to order and send backward. And then we're going to go back to this, and we're going to turn that back to white. And then we're going to go, well, wait a minute here. So we're just going to grab that image again. And you can see sometimes you can have some problems clicking on it. So if that happens, then you can just go to order and send it backwards. So then it lets you grab a hold of it. And I'm going to pull this down so I'm off of my C and hit enter. And then send this backwards again. And there we go. And then if I go back and I fill this back in with my purple, there is what it kind of, and you can do that for every letter if you really wanted. And again, you don't need to worry about this and this. This was just for our spacing so we could have this border. And because if I go in here and go to slideshow, there's what it looks like. There's what it's actually going to look like when we have it done. And then I can go up here to File, and if I say that I want to download as an image, so in this case a PNG, and when I open that, it's just that image that I had, and then I can, use that like I use any other image. So that is how you make a word art on a slideshow. And there are some more advanced techniques that I'd be happy to go into with somebody, just other little things, but that's the basics of it, and will give you the most bang for your buck. If you have any questions, of course, give me an email, call me, talk to me in the hallway when you see me. Just let me know, and I'd be happy to help out.